is going on, everybody? Matt with Outdoor Believing. We're back and at it again. And it's October 1st. That's right. It is opening day of bow season here in Michigan. I cannot be more happy right now. We got all our stuff right here. Got to get the face paint on. I got the coffee at brewing. And I have a short drive to the one of my bow spots that I think is going to be prime this year. We will see. We're going to get in the woods. It's super early right now, but I'm super excited. So let's get all set up and then let's wait for first light. Big doe. Wind started swirling. She was coming in at 15 yards. She didn't see me though, she just smelled something. She walked off blowing that way. I think she's still out there stomping around. I might hear another one this way. There's a nice trail that runs this way. And there's another one on top of that ridge and a couple that go this way into a big bedding area over here. So we heard one before light. There's a hawk. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but that was awesome. We had one at about 30 yards, and the wind started swirling, and it definitely got a whiff of us. It didn't know what we were. We're gonna get back here later tonight. The wind's supposed to be steady this way later tonight, so it should be perfect, I think. I got another tree right back there, that guy, that I might set up in tonight. I'm not sure. It's very thick in here, so it's hard to get shots. Not really sure what I want to do yet, but that's the game plan so far. Either way, pumped. Opening day 2024. Saw a couple deer. That's all we can ask for, except maybe shooting one. I'm gonna sneak out of here. We're gonna get back in here in a little bit, and hopefully we can see a buck tonight. It is the evening sit, October 1st, 2024 deer season, on a piece of public here. We're gonna get all set up, hunting from the saddle tonight. Got a lot of stuff to do. First sit of the year, out of the saddle. I'm super pumped. Saw a doe this morning. Hopefully she comes back or a nice buck comes back tonight. So I'm gonna get everything together. I'm gonna get to the blind. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm seeing. And hopefully we can see a deer tonight. So let's go. Right, that's the tree. Let's try and get in it quiet. As quiet as possible. First sit in the saddle. We are set up. Took a little longer than I wanted it to. It's beautiful out right now. We got a perfect wind in our face and over our back shoulder. It's a lot more consistent than this morning. We're pretty close to that spot that I hunted this morning. That doe took off over there. So let me show you what I got going on. So right out here, there's a dried up creek bed that runs that way, and there's a bunch of trails that go there. There's a big one here, and it goes that way into this thicket. And then it's also thicker back here. I'm not too high up in this tree. I'm maybe only 10 yards or 10 feet. I couldn't get too much higher because of some of these limbs and where I can get shots. But you don't always have to be the highest in the tree to get the deer. It's very close to the spot that I was this morning where that doe winded me. The wind is perfect going this way and behind me. If they come down here, it's a 20-yard shot to that dried up creek bed. And I got about 3 other shots that I can get through some holes if I need to. There's a ton of sign right over there. Wind's perfect. And hopefully we can see a deer tonight. If that doe comes out, she blew at me too many times this morning, so she's got a ticket if she comes out. And if a buck comes out, nice one, we're gonna let one fly as well. So I'm gonna get settled in. Hopefully we can see some. What can you do besides not move more? She definitely caught me moving. There's a little hole where she popped her head up and I was trying to move my bow and camera at the same time, and I just didn't go slow enough. She didn't really know what I was because there was so much brush, but she didn't like it. She blew, took off. She might be back. It's still pretty early though, so we got a lot of time. We got about an hour and a half left to wait, so. Oh, man. Good to see a deer. Second deer of opening day. I'd like to see a buck, so we'll tuck in. Maybe one will pop out. It is day number 2. I'm giving the spot I was at yesterday on opener a break because I unfortunately bumped 2 does there yesterday. This has got a pretty good wind for this spot. I'm kind of threading the needle, and I've noticed that if you can thread the needle, usually that's when you get the deer because you're kind of throwing them off. They don't know exactly where to go, and we're gonna get all set up. We're gonna get all the camo on. We got a long walk in. We're here a little early, and we're gonna get set up. We're gonna go, and I'll show you my whole setup when I get there, so stay tuned. We're in here. There's a bunch of trails. One goes off that way. There's another one that cuts around, goes over this, cuts down there. I think we're gonna get up in that tree right there in that crook. I've hunted this trail or this tree in the past and had really good luck. Being that these trails are being used still this year, we're gonna give it a go. So I came to this spot. Historically, I've done really well here, and it sets up beautifully. Got a nice wind that's going that way, like historically, and what I think the deer are doing. So there's a bedding area this way, and there's a river that way. So it kind of funnels it right to me. The wind going this way. I mean, the deer's, there's a main travel corridor, edge of bedding. Deer are creatures of edge. When I say edge, what I mean is transition zones. They like walking the edge of bedding areas, edge of hardwoods, where they meet bedding areas, edges of water. It's just wherever there's a different contour or different type of vegetation, that's where you get a lot of your deer trails, because deer are looking for those browse. They can duck into thick stuff if they need to, get out of danger, and it camouflages them. So that's what we're doing. There's bedding area all this way. And behind me, and the river is straight back that way. And over here, we've got water and a ton of trails that run this edge of the water and go that way. And there's a big one that goes this way, out into that main area. That trail goes into that, through that thick grass. I have seen one of the biggest public land bucks here on this piece of property that I've ever seen on public land. Unfortunately, last year, EHD did come through, so a couple bucks were found dead. But I think we'll be okay. There hasn't been any reports this year. Not to say it hasn't happened. Man, you can't really see it too great here, but there's a wicked deer trail. One that goes that way, one that goes out that way, and it goes that way, both of these do. There's another one that runs this edge and all the way down that into this bedding area.
I didn't end up seeing anything the rest of the morning, but I wanted to show you my whole surroundings because daybreak the next morning, magic happens.
Guys, we are back. Day 3 of public land hunting right now. It's super early. Got my morning coffee, got up early, made the coffee. Sitting in the garage right now. Got a couple minutes to kill. Get a little caffeine in me, but we're going to the same spot that we were at last night. I left my stuff actually in the tree so I could get back there. I like giving a spot an evening sit and a morning sit if I can before I write it off. I'm not going to write this spot off because I know it's a good spot, but hopefully we can see some deer today. We didn't see anything last night, and but it could have just been one of those nights. So we're gonna sneak in there real quiet this morning. I'll see you guys at daybreak. We are back at it, day 3, October 3rd, deer season 2024. Back in the stand that I hung last night. We're on a piece of public. Didn't see anything last night, but today I think is gonna be a different story. The woods are just starting to wake up. The birds are starting to go crazy over there. Historically, all the deer come from that way, work their way this way. My wind is perfect that way. We got a good chance today to see something at least. We're gonna tuck in, we're gonna get set up. Hopefully we see some deer.
At this point, the buck got behind a big maple tree and I thought he was going to keep heading left, but instead he turned and started walking straight away. You can't see this from this angle, but this deer, every time I gave it a grunt and a snort wheeze, it would stop, turn around, and then just not care and just keep walking. He got out to about 80 yards. Out of a last-ditch effort, I ended up taking my call, changing it to a doe grunt, and giving it a go. And what do you know? It turned him around on a dime.
Oh my gosh, guys. Public land here. I've been waiting to get a buck out of this spot. It's no giant by any means, but this is my biggest public land buck. If we get it, the shot, I believe I drilled him. Oh my gosh. I saw where he ran, but I haven't seen him leave, and he got behind a big bush. Oh, I'm super excited right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm shaking so bad, guys. That deer came out exactly where I thought he was going to come from, but he surprised me. He walked off into the thicket, and then I grunted at him a couple times, and he came right back on a straight on the trail that I walked in on. He was very nervous, but he turned away at 16 yards. Gave me a slight quartering to shot, put it on that front shoulder. I'm pretty sure I drilled him. Oh my gosh. I gotta calm down, I'm gonna fall out of my tree. Oh God, guys, 3rd day of October. I don't, I don't care what anybody says. If a deer makes you happy, you take it. If it gets you jacked, like, dude, don't let anybody ever buck shame you. I'm extremely excited for this buck. Oh my gosh. I gotta call the wife. I just shot a buck. Yep. I think it's a 6 or an 8. That's okay. Hey buddy, guess what? I just shot a buck. I'm super excited. I don't know, I didn't see him fall, so I gotta track him in a little bit.
Where did it conclude?
That's where I shot it, right there. Love you too. Phone doesn't do it justice, but what a beautiful sunrise for a beautiful morning. So that deer, he came down this edge. Like I said last night, deer, creature's edge. He came in here and he was walking out that way. I grunted at him and he came back. And he came right down here, and that's the trail I walked in on. Right there, and that's where I shot him. So pumped. Yes. Alright, there's the sap. We're gonna take a look at this arrow. Not a huge fan of that. Well, it's not great blood on the arrow, but I was expecting that because the angle it was at, it came out a little back. I'm pretty sure I know which way he went, but like I said, we're gonna give it a little time. We're gonna wait for the wife to get here, and I can already see a little bit of blood, so that's a good sign. We're gonna track a deer here in a little bit.
I decided to back out knowing the shot was a little bit back, and on the way out I was glassing the field edge where I last saw the deer, and what would you know? There it is.
Oh, nice.
That's where I shot him. That's the arrow.
Oh, right here, yeah.
We're gonna come this way because there's poison oak right here. That's poison oak.
Cool.
All right, this is a perfect training exercise for the deer. We have already found it, and there's not a lot of blood to start, so this is a perfect training exercise for her. She's super pumped. Hopefully she does a great job. We're gonna put her at the arrow, and we're gonna see where she takes us, see if she can bring us right back to the deer. Come on. So this is shot right here. Here. No? No? All right, find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Oh, not that one. Find it. See if you see any blood. Want to make sure she's on the right path. Find it. All right, guys, here he is. What a beautiful deer. I had to clean him up a little bit because there was a bunch of the red stuff, but he didn't go. I mean, look over there. That big oak tree right there, that was essentially right. So, what is that? 80 yards. And I mean, I'm so pumped. The rack isn't giant, but look at this thing. He's got so much character. Come look at this. I mean, look at this. He's got a third beam over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 point, and a bunch of garbage down here. Decent mass. It's, I don't know, probably a 2-year-old deer, but I didn't think he was this big. This is just, I'm tickled pink right now. This is awesome. I am so relieved after seeing that arrow. There was not a lot of blood. If you look, the exit wound's way back here because he was quartering. But man, that rage hypodermic, the hole on this side is ginormous. I'm just super pumped. This is my biggest public land deer to date. Throw it in the comments. Let me know if you guys public land hunt. Hit that. You guys want to see the sign of a good day? That's right. Public land 9-pointer. Can't be more excited. Dragging them out is a lot of work, but so worth it. All right, guys, we're back in the kitchen. It's actually a couple days later. I have been super busy since I shot that deer on October 3rd. I ended up processing that deer myself because it got so hot. So I've been doing that. Then we went up north for the weekend, took my boy up there, and we had a ball. He went hunting for the first time besides the youth hunt. We ended up seeing a couple does, but nothing ever came in close enough, but he had a good time. And then we ended up taking a break. We went salmon fishing on the river up there, and it was just, there were so many fish in the river. It was crazy. We got one. He got all slimy. I'll show you a picture here, but it was a blast. Nothing like making your first memories at deer camp, just doing a bunch of things with family and friends. It was just a good time. But today, I pulled the tenderloins out of the deer. This is by far one of the best pieces of meat on a whitetail deer. We're going to make some venison fajitas, tacos, whatever you want to do. We're going to cut this thin. We're going to cut some peppers up, some jalapenos, some onions, fry it in a skillet, and then throw it on taco shell with some cheese and hot sauce. And there's nothing better. So let's get going. We got all the stuff cut up. We got our Everglades original. We're gonna just season the meat up. Give it a nice little toss. Minced garlic. All right, in goes the meat. Veggies in another. Cook these down. We're going to brown the meat. We're going to be ready to eat. All right, here we go. The meat's pretty much done. Don't want to overcook venison. It will dry out. The peppers and onions are still going. We're going to pull this off. I'm just going to try a piece. Oh, buddy. That's so good. They call it the tenderloin for a reason. Tenderloin is probably my favorite cut of meat. I love the backstrap too, but tenderloin is by far. It's so good. Throw it in the comments though. Let me know what cut you guys like the most on a deer. Just kind of curious. Right. There we go. There's nothing better than a quick venison taco. You want onions and peppers too? Mm-hmm. Cheese?
Yeah.
Hot sauce?
Yes.
You want hot sauce too? All right, perfect. Just quick tortilla. She likes the venison. You want to try a piece first?
Yeah.
All right.
Always.
Here. How was it?
Give me more.
Okay. She's my little carnivore. She loves venison. She actually, right before I shot this deer, the day before, she said, go out, get me some more steak because we had run out of steak from last year from our deer. So.
He kind of owed me.
I did owe you, yeah. All right. How much hot sauce do you want?
Not much.
Not much? All right. Don't eat it yet because I
Yeah,
gotta
take
get
your
mine.
extremes.
We'll just put a couple dots on. Get some for me. Well, that's 2 shells. It's hot. Throw some cheese on there. A couple peppers and onions for me. Kind of like a fajita. A little hot sauce. We're gonna give this a go. All right, first. Oh, you didn't even cheers the taco. Cheers. Look at that beautiful goodness. Go. Venison tacos are just, oh my gosh. I know you. It's so hot, but it's so good. This is great. Hopefully you guys get some deer this year. I know the hunt was a little bit all over the place because I was self-filming. That's a lot harder. But so worth it because look at the smile on that face. And I'm so appreciative for you guys for watching this all the way through. If you liked the video, go down, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. We're going to get out hunting, hopefully to get another one tonight. And until next time, you guys have a good one.